How to train a homing pigeon. Homing pigeons Columbia livia are also known as rock pigeons or sometimes rock doves. Most rock pigeons are found in large cities, usually eating scraps of food off the sidewalk. Rock pigeons are not native to North America and were introduced by Europeans in the 1600s. Rock pigeons have an amazing history. Domesticated over 5,000 years ago, they were used to carry messages from one place to another, as they have an innate ability to find their way home. They were even used in World Wars I and II to send messages between members of the U.S. Army. People continue to train rock pigeons today to carry messages and race. 1. Selecting and caring for a homing rock pigeon. Decide how much you're willing to spend. You should purchase the highest quality birds that you can afford. It is better to purchase a smaller number of pairs of a higher quality, than a larger number of pairs of a lower quality. You should buy pigeons in pairs, unless you're buying a very specific pigeon of a particular pedigree. If you're buying the pigeons for the purpose of racing, base your buying decision on performance before anything else. This can include the performance of the specific pigeons you're purchasing, the performance of the family line i.e. pedigree, or even the performance of the breed, too. If you're buying the pigeons for show purposes, or you just want really cool-looking pigeons, then you'll want to base your buying decision on conformation. For show purposes, judges pick winning pigeons based on a certain list of physical characteristics. 3. Homing pigeons can cost anywhere from approximately $50 up to several $100s, depending on the pedigree and breeder. 4. Keep in mind that in addition to the cost of the pigeons, you must also pay the cost of shipping. And because you're shipping live animals, shipping can be quite expensive, depending on where you're ordering from. 5. Build a home for your pigeons before they arrive. Your pigeons are going to need a place to live the minute they arrive at your door, so be prepared. Pigeon homes are referred to as lofts, and lofts can come in a variety of sizes and configurations. You can build your own, hire someone to build one for you, or order one pre-made. Each pair of pigeons should have approximately 8 to 10 cubic feet of space inside the loft, so the space you have available for a loft might also dictate the maximum number of pigeons you can have. Some of the most important things to remember about a loft is that it should protect your pigeons from predators including the neighborhood cat, have both interior and exterior protected space for the birds, have an excellent ventilation system, and have additional space for feed and equipment. You don't want to store this stuff outside. If you're breeding your pigeons, you will also need to separate out a space just for them and their eventual offspring. 7. Pigeon lofts need to be located in an area somewhat free of aerial obstructions. Remember, your pigeons fly, so wires, trees, lamp posts, etc. can be a distraction for your pigeons when you're trying to train them. 8. Racing pigeon lofts should be designed so the birds don't spend a lot of time on the roof. This means the roof should not be flat, if possible, and might need bird spikes to help deter your pigeons from landing. 9. Locate a breeder or seller and order your pigeons. Pigeon breeders and sellers are located around the world. If you're concerned about the cost of shipping your pigeons, you'll probably want to choose a breeder located as close to you as possible. Otherwise you'll want to choose a breeder based on pigeon performance and pedigree. Most breeders ban their pigeons when they're young, so this is not something you'll have to do once you receive your pigeon. 12. Ask for recommendations from a local pigeon club if you're unsure as to the reputation of a breeder. Introduce your pigeons to their new home. If these are your first pigeons, then you can put them in the loft right away without a problem. However, if you're adding new pigeons to your collection, you'll need to keep them separated from your existing pigeons for a couple of weeks. Take good care of your pigeons. Your pigeons need clean water every day. Their food should be consumed within 15 to 20 minutes of you giving it to them. After 15 to 20 minutes clean up and remove anything they haven't eaten. They'll also need grit to ingest, which helps them obtain vitamin and minerals, and assists with digestion. Remember to clean your loft on a regular basis, especially the floor. There are several bird-specific online stores located around the United States that specialize in pigeon care. Their level of experience will be helpful if you're new to the world of pigeons. 15. Pigeons will require more protein if they're breeding, but more energy, i.e. fat and carbohydrates, when they are racing. The protein amounts contained in the feed should be listed on the bag. For breeding season you should feed them a 16 to 18% crude protein mix. For racing and training season you should feed them a 14 to 15% crude protein mix. When you pigeons are molting, in the off-season, you'll want to feed them the 16% crude protein mix again. While all veterinarians have learned to care for birds as part of their training, not all veterinarians will take care of birds on a regular basis. If you already have a vet whom you trust, and they feel confident they can treat your pigeons, great. If not, ask for recommendations or referrals to a bird-specific vet in your area. You can also ask for referrals from a local pigeon racing club or pigeon rescue organization.